I was still on the fence. Some people were completely against Marilyn Monroe on this bed, and a lot of you were completely for Marilyn Monroe. I'm gonna do a pop art bed, which is not my first time. I love pop art. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm sorry, I love it. I'm really not doing it for anyone else. I really have a vision. I'm gonna do it. My pop art peacock dresser has done really well for like 4 or 5 years on social media. People love it, and this is sort of that same sort of looks. I put a whole coat of B.O.S. This is B.O.S primer in white. I'm going with Fluff. My favorite white with Dixie Belle is Fluff. Fluff is a very, very soft, kind of like a marshmallow white. I am just scrubbing this paint on. I mean, I'm going in all different directions because when you're working with all these pointed leaves, I want to be sure that I get my paint all the way down in there. I mean, it's kind of a lot of work. Now look how nice and smooth this is looking. You see that? Very nice and smooth. And I'm not gonna need another coat. I think it looks like wedding cake and wedding icing. I think it's beautiful. Beautiful. I do want to go ahead and start on this outside section. I am gonna go with Dixie Belle's Tea Rose, which I don't know if you've seen it before, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. It looks sort of earthy in the jar, so it doesn't show real well when I show it to you. Let's put some pink on this together. Woohoo! Look how pretty, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? So I hope this helps some of you that were concerned that this bed was gonna have a tacky look. I think it's gonna be very Hollywood, which I love. I love Hollywood glam, and these are the main colors. We are gonna be adding some black, and we're gonna be adding gold. I want it to be gaudy, but in a very elegant way. Look at it, top to bottom. Tell me that that is not a crazy, amazing bed. Woo woo! Guess what this is, y'all? Guess who came to the party? Marilyn showed up to the party, finally. I had a lot of people who are a little upset with me that I'm gonna put Marilyn on here. They think that I'm gonna trash it, but I'm not, I promise. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be fun. I mean, if you follow me, you have to like pieces with a lot of personality because we don't like to take anything too seriously here. That's why I paint personality onto furniture. I don't. If it's big, if it's a big old piece of furniture, I want it to get like a big old reaction. I want it to have some unexpected play on it. So look, this is her hair. Look, oh, she's so pretty. Ooh. I think she's too big. Stop it. So I may have to order a smaller size. Dang it. I even measured. That's okay. I'm all right. You know what? You just don't sweat the small stuff anymore. You just don't sweat it. I've got a yardstick and a pencil. I've used a sunburst look on many pieces of furniture. I've used it in all different colors. I've done them in purples. I've done them in black and white. I've done a lot of yellow and white. I did a horse head bed one time in the background with that. I did like a mermaid buffet where I did it in yellow and white. I think that's perfect. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I've measured the center of here because that's where I want my sunburst to go. Having my center point, you guys, it makes my angle correct. So even if my stripe is not even measurement-wise from side to side, at least my angle is the same. Does that make sense? So now I think I'm gonna start to get a little bit fatter. So each one's getting a little bit larger. I'm gonna keep going from the middle, but these down here are gonna be pretty wide. The ones at the bottom are probably gonna be about that far apart. I think I want my middle stripe to be white. So I'm actually gonna tape on this side. Does that make sense? So what I'm doing is I'm putting tape in all the areas that I want to be white. And those are gonna stay white. So I'm covering up that area, and then the rest, the part that's left exposed, will be black. So now I'm burnishing my edges. Okay, so this is Caviar. Just got a little bit on my brush here, and I'm just gonna fill this in. It's gonna be a little bit streaky because my white wasn't all the way dry because, you know, we're on live TV and I'm trying to hurry it. I'm gonna use my tiny little brush and get into all these little carvings right here. I love teaching y'all. I love, love, love it. Look at that. How glamorous is this gonna be when we get all of that gold on here? Doesn't that look amazing? Now, do you see this right here? I need to take that black stripe, needs to be in there as well. See that? So I'm gonna have to go back and I'll fill that with black and I'll fill this section with black. But isn't that so cool? See how we got it right up on there? Now, if I was gonna sand that down, I would just do one coat, but because I want this to be more glamorous, I'll go back in with my brush and just add a little bit more black paint real smoothly over the top of it. If I have inspired you or motivated you to try anything at all, I would love it if you order your paint. Just follow my link over. I love the support. It means so much to me. So I went ahead and completed those all the way around. I am ready to wrap this bed up. So what I did was I took this to a local printer here in town and I had them shrink it down. Now I gave them the measurements that I needed. I measured from the top of the circle to the bottom and the left to the right. They came up with this, which they did a really good job. Unfortunately, they shrunk down the poster itself. So if you look up close, you can see this line that's right here, right? So that, it's not gonna be a problem. I have a workaround for it, but you know, I have to get creative. We are going to decoupage this. It is definitely tall enough. I don't want to cut any of her hair off. Probably going to put it up about like that. And then she has enough neck, which her neck and shoulders are so pretty. And I'm going to take that down to about right there. Isn't she perfect? Can y'all see how detailed all of this area is? It's super detailed here. If I made a circle just right here in the middle, you would be able to see the edge of the paper. Paint will not cover edge of a paper. So if your paper ends, like if you're decoupaging a poster onto drawer fronts, unless you put molding down over it or some sort of texture over it, you're gonna see the edge of your papers. There may be a much smarter way to do this. I learned how to make my own patterns. Well, I used to use tissue paper, but since then, I'm also on the design team for Redesign with Prima. We do all of those transfers, the transfers that come in a tube. We're all using transfers on all of our pieces, right? And everybody's looking like a fancy artist with all of our transfers. Well, when you take the transfer off, you're left with the see-through, really good paper. So instead of using tissue paper, I decided that I would use some of the backing on those transfers. So I took a transfer and I taped all 3 sheets together and I taped it up here in place. So what I'm gonna do is I just kind of put my hand up here and I'm just tracing it out. I think that this is a good tip for you that you can use anytime you're doing any type of decoupage or transfers on furniture with a lot of carvings. I'm gonna slide this around until I have it just the way I want it. I want this little curved area right here to be right where her neck is. I think I'm just gonna cut, which is kind of intricate, right? But I think I am. Yeah, smaller scissors would be easier. Yes, they would. So all of you big crafter pros on here, just know that I'm not. I'm a painter. I am a large furniture painter. So we've traced the whole thing. Yay, we're done. Okay, so Marilyn is cut out. Yes, here she is. She's not gonna be a perfect fit. All right, so honestly, I don't think I've ever even done spray adhesive on a big piece like this. Now, I will seal over this, you guys. I just wanna get her stuck in here pretty good. So what do you think? What do you think about that? I know, she looks amazing. I love the gold with her. Look how it picks up on her hair. This is Gold Digger. It won't stay this bold because when I go in and I do shading with black and grays, you know that in here in all these little nooks and crannies, like this, in here it'll be knocked back with black. Now this is one coat that I'm doing right here, and it's a little, you know, it has great coverage. What a rock star bed. What a rock star bed. I mean, it is very Hollywood, very rock star. I don't think it looks tacky at all. I think it's made for someone who's, you know, ready to just like show themselves, basically show their personality. I can't wait to finish it too. I can't. So I'm at least I'm gonna make some progress out here tonight. Talk to you soon. Bye. That's pretty intricate. What's this called? What's this German scissor schnitzen or something like that? Tracy's Fancy Schnitzer Schnotzen. I don't know what that's called.